What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for tuning in. Today in this video, guys, I want to talk to you about the arbitrage opportunity with ThorSwap, Binance, and KuCoin. Now, guys, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I just want to show you guys how you can get a free 8 to 10%. Sometimes it's as low as 4%. It all just depends on the arbitrage. And I'm going to show you guys how to partake in this arbitrage strategy. So we're going to keep this video fast-paced. Let's go and get into it. I'm going to shrink my face. So I'm going to explain a couple of things. Do not just go try this ARB. There are risks involved. 1. 2, you need to understand that it's only one way. You can't go from ThorSwap to Binance and KuCoin. It's only from KuCoin and Binance to ThorSwap. Now that you have that in mind, slow your horses. Let me go ahead and explain it. Of course, because a bunch of people saw this and were like, "Oh, you're gonna get wrecked." Like, okay, I understand. I've already played around with this and the arbitrage works great. So you can see here, the Rune is trading at $11.54 or in UST. And you can see here on KuCoin is trading at $12.19. It's about 8% arbitrage. Right now it's trading at $12.08 on Binance and is trading at $12 or $11.77 on ThorSwap. The arbitrage is having it on Binance and KuCoin or either of them, it doesn't matter. Sell it into USDT, and preferably if you're on KuCoin, what you do is you sell it to USDT and then swap that USDT to UST. As you can see here, if you swap USDT to UST, you're going to only have a $2 withdrawal fee and you're going to get rid of the Ethereum gas fees because it's on Terra. And you can see it's like 1-to-1 right now. Obviously, this isn't always the case, but just so you can keep that in mind. Binance, you can also do this as well, because what you can do is you can swap your Rune to Bitcoin and have really low gas fees, but the time for the gas fees take forever, or you can simply just use BUSD and withdraw this on BEP2. The gas fees are like nothing because it's on BEP2, which is BNB tokens, so it's super cheap. So Binance, you would need BUSD. I don't know what the withdrawal fees are, but with BEP2, it's like super cheap. It's probably almost free. And KuCoin, you want to get the UST. So now you understand those two parts. Now let's go ahead and explain some of the issues and some of the strategies. Now, if I was to go on ThorSwap, in order for me to deposit Rune from Binance or KuCoin, I would have to withdraw them. But there is one problem when you withdraw from Binance and KuCoin. They're on the BEP2 tokens. So this ThorChain Addy, nah bruh, don't enter that. You're going to enter in your BNB Addy. But this doesn't even matter. You don't even need it. I just want to explain it to you so you understand why you can't send it back and forth. The address on ThorChain, yes, you can accept it if you wanted to, and you can upgrade it, but you're missing out on the ARB. So we're just going to disregard that. If you have Rune on an exchange on Binance or even KuCoin, it is the BEP2 version. If you have Rune on ThorSwap, you can upgrade it to the Rune, the native Rune. But once you do this, you cannot go back. You can't go back to the BEP2. Just reminding you, like, don't just send it off the exchange. Take in the arbitrage. Just do it. You'll thank yourself later. Let's just say, for example, you have your Rune on the exchange. What you're going to do is you're going to swap your Rune for BUSD. Now, BUSD, you're going to get, let's say you have 100 Rune. You're going to swap it for BUSD. You're going to get 1,200 and let's just call it 1,210 Rune because 1,210. So we're going to get 1,210 Rune. We're not even factoring in trading fees. You know what? Let's factor it in. You're going to get $1,200. Now, that was for 100 Rune. Remember? $1,200, 100 Rune. Now, you're going to come over to ThorSwap and you're going to swap your BUSD because you just got some BUSD from the exchange, right? So we're going to swap that BUSD to Rune. So if we take our BUSD and we're going to say 1,200 of them, what the snap? All right, so as you can see here, we can swap 1,200 BUSD for 101.7 Rune. So we just got 1.7 Rune for free. Now, I know what you're saying. This is why I told you you want to do it with more than $1,000 because of that reason. So let's up the ante to $12,000. You can see we just get 17 Rune for free. on this arbitrage. How much is 17 Rune? Well, it's about 170 to 100. Let's just call it $200 for free. Like for free. Of course, you have exchange fees and you have swap gas fees, whatever you want to call it. Fine. Let's factor that in. You got $100 for free. Now, this is when the arbitrage is around 2 to 3%. As you can see here in the screenshots, the arbitrage gets extremely wide. Like I showed you guys, this is about 8%. So instead of making about 200, in this scenario, you would make about 6 to 800%, or $600 to $800. So that's how you can factor it in. Remember, dealing with $1,000, just like what the snap, forget it, who cares? Now that you guys are kind of grasping it, I'm going to summarize it again. I know it's hard for people to understand sometimes. It took me a bit to understand it as well. On Binance and KuCoin, you cannot deposit native Rune. On ThorSwap, if you have native Rune, you cannot turn it to BEP2 Rune, which is on the exchanges. So the exchanges only take BEP2 Rune. ThorSwap has native Rune. That's why the arbitrage is there. So if you're partaking in this arbitrage, the best strategy to do is have, if you see the arbitrage, have stablecoins on the ThorSwap and have stablecoins on the exchange. Now, I wouldn't recommend keeping them on the exchange, but if you start to see the Rune price juice up and go nuts and ham, it's somewhat of a good scenario to have it sent over there, especially if you're sending it from BNB or Terra. Those are quick. Takes like two minutes to get it on the exchange. Once you have it set up there, set up here, now you're sitting, you're watching, you sell on the exchange, and at the same time, you go buy it on ThorSwap. Okay, so if you have $10,000 you want to do it with, you need to have $10,000 on the exchange and $10,000 on ThorSwap. Now, $10,000 in Rune on the exchange is what I mean. So you're going to have $10,000 in Rune. Remember, when you buy the Rune, if it's at an equal point, which it was a couple of days ago, like literally the ThorSwap price and the price on the exchange were the exact same price, what you would do is you buy it on KuCoin, buy it on Binance, wherever you buy it, don't leave it on there. Withdraw it to your BNB wallet on ThorSwap. Yes, you have a BNB wallet on ThorSwap, and you just hold it in the BEP2 version. And when you're ready to take that arbitrage, you send that BEP2 all the way to the exchange. And then you swap it on the exchange. And at the same time you're swapping it on the exchange, you swap your stables out that you have on ThorSwap into Rune. That way you took the arbitrage in place. You now have Rune on ThorSwap. And then the stable coins on the exchange, you withdraw those to refill your tank. So you can do the arbitrage all over again. So when Rune gets back to par, equal to the exchange, what you could do is you could sell it to stable coins. What you can now do is send your stable coins to the exchange, buy your Rune, sell your Rune into stable coins, and then just call it a day. So now you have your BEP2 Rune again, and now you have your stable coin bag. So you can rinse, repeat, like it's fun. Anyways, that is the strategy. Now I want to talk to you guys about a couple of comments on this Twitter thread. It's like, okay. So Nikki, she was like, man, the arbitrage on KuCoin and Binance, yeah, it's like 1 cent. No, I wasn't talking about that arbitrage. I'm talking about the ThorSwap and the Binance / KuCoin. Like Binance, KuCoin, and ThorSwap. Like just those two. And then you had this guy who's like, it's not worth it. Price moves too quickly. Sounds like a get wrecked recipe. Great. Thanks. More for us. Awesome. Can you send native Rune directly from ThorSwap to KuCoin? No, you cannot. This arbitrage only works one way. It's from KuCoin Binance, which, whatever, we'll just call it KuCoin, is BEP2 version. So if you withdraw that and send it to your wallet, the only reason why you would do this is not your keys, not your crypto. You want to keep it off that exchange. You are not sending it to ThorSwap to upgrade it. I mean, you can, but why would you do that when you're missing out on the arbitrage? And then this guy's like, nah, and I'm like, yeah, thanks, bro. Awesome. And then because it's only one directional arc, I get you, buddy. Now you understand. This is what I'm talking about. I understand it's one direction, but you can take advantage of it, especially when the prices go to par. Yes, it does it. And then this guy's like, keep funds on the exchange is asking for trouble. Yes, I understand that. So you make the swap, withdraw it, wait, and then just sit there and wait, and then you send it out. Yes, there is always a risk that as soon as you send it out there, at that point in time, the exchange may shut down. I don't know, whatever happens. Anything's possible. So keep that in mind, guys. This is just a arbitrage opportunity you guys can use. KuCoin and Binance are really big exchanges, but there is always a chance that that can happen. By the way, guys, I do have a referral sign-up link for KuCoin if you guys want to join that. That'll actually get 20% off trading fees. It's in the link in the description below. Just make sure you scroll down a little bit. And I do want to address this one. No, don't do that. You lose your money. These two aren't the same on the blockchain. Oh, no. No, you won't lose your money. It's okay. But yeah, be careful. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor. And I got to address this one too. It's awesome. There's a reason that this happens. It's a dumb/really bad idea to do this unless you're like holding for a very long term or making use of the Rune utility for LP, etc. If you are here just for the returns, simply hold the bet version on exchanges. No, don't hold it on an exchange. Hold the bet version in your wallet, not your keys, not your crypto. Anyways, I'm not going to troll these comments. It's a lot of fun. You guys get the arbitrage strategy. That's what it is. Take with it what you do. This is not financial advice, not a financial advisor. If you guys want to see some other arbitrage strategies, what I'm doing in the market, you guys can check out that Discord link in the description below. It's a Patreon link. Make sure you guys sign up for VIP tier. And guys, let's go and hit you guys with a wisdom one-liner. Proverbs chapter 16 verses 5. The Lord detests all the proud of heart. Be sure of this, they will not go unpunished. Why is this important? Guys, well, be humble or you'll quickly be humbled. It's true. I know sometimes I'm prideful and with a snap, get wrecked. So it's kind of fun. See you guys. You guys can also catch me on tweeters at rent a home fast, like literally at rent a home fast.